Ready to have some fun? Let's do it.
Be honest, I'm a nature freak.
We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents. All kinds of happy little things going on. And if it doesn't make you happy, you're doing the wrong thing.
There's a smudge on my glasses. Sorry.
Oh, you're all right.
Unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
Sometimes when I look at kids who wear glasses, smudges all over glasses. I'm like, how can you see through your glasses? How are they doing anything for you?
Mine are terrible.
Entire smudge.
Yeah.
And they're just like foggy.
That light, especially, I'm getting rocked right now.
Yeah, is it too bright?
Oh, yeah, for you, it's like right behind her head.
I can always turn it off too.
No, I like it. It's
to.
just I'm really seeing the.
From his perspective, you're wearing a halo right now.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why that just like reminded me of like you know how awkward you can be in middle school anyway, just in general. So there was this one girl one time, like one weird thing that like I found myself like I don't know, I haven't thought about this in probably over 10 years. So there was a girl that wanted to trade glasses for like a couple classes or something. That kind of rhymes a little bit, I guess. Classes, but she wanted to trade glasses. I don't know. I did not come up with this idea.
With you?
Yeah. Of course. Yeah, so no.
Yeah. Caleb was a cool kid.
So we changed glasses because I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
We changed glasses, and Josie, Nathan, I could not see a thing. It was
Yeah.
the stupidest thing ever. It's like, why did we do this? We were like, oh, well, are you farsighted or nearsighted? This sounds like the, like, I don't know, like the trajectory of like how that love story would have happened is like we both would have become accountants or something. Like how lame is that anyway? But so I traded glasses with her, and I could not see at all. And what you're talking about with smudges, it was like I was looking at ghosts the entire time.
Smudge City.
Yeah, but yeah, literally, it's like I was trying to clean it. It was like I don't know how these smudges, how long they've been on here, but they're like stained onto this glass. And then it's like I can't tell you that, but it's you know.
If you guys would have had the same prescription though,
yeah,
that would have been romance.
It would have been
romance
love
city.
at first sight.
Yeah, my best friend and I have the same prescription, so.
Okay, all right, real friends.
Me and Devin.
Weird flex, bro.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever.
He doesn't wear glasses.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he needs to
Contacts.
though. He doesn't, but we
So
literally
he
have the
just
same prescription.
is going blind.
Yeah, when we were kids, I would literally borrow his glasses to like be able to like see the TV, to like play GTA and stuff. That's funny. I'm just thinking about middle school type stuff. Do you guys?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you'll probably still remember this, but like those Trident necklaces. Do you remember those?
The
Like
braided ones?
Yeah. The sporty ones, like all the cool dudes had a
Yeah.
girl wearing one of their Tridents at
Yeah.
school.
Wow.
Do you remember that?
Yeah,
Or
that's kind of like how you knew someone was taken.
yeah,
They were wearing one of the
their
guys.
boys' Trident.
Do you ever see
Or
it?
the football jersey.
I was about to say,
Bro.
like any sportswear where it was
Dude.
like the girls wearing the guys' sportswear.
I remember, yeah, dude. I had a girl wearing my jersey one time. I was pumped, bro.
Yeah, it's like you were flying, you were gliding. You
Literally,
weren't
dude.
walking anymore.
So
you were
sick.
gliding through class.
So sick, dude.
I look back. I don't know if you guys are this way, but like looking back in like high school memories and things, it's
Yep.
like, oh, is
There
that
they
it right
are.
there?
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Bring
are
those
those even a
back.
thing anymore?
No, dude.
I have not seen a kid with them in a long time.
Wow, how funny is that? It's unlocked a memory for me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just like the things, like what I was saying there is like just the things that you thought were cool in high school, and then you look back and like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Like,
yeah.
like, oh my gosh, what an idiot.
Dude,
You
I
know?
used to wear baggy jeans and like a gigantic t-shirt. Like I full blown thought I was like Lil Wayne. Like, it's
gosh.
ridiculous.
Wait, explain that. Explain the mentality behind that. Like you did that like a lot.
Dude, every day I wore South Pole jeans that were gigantic. And typically white t-shirts that were like literally like 3 sizes too big.
Did you at least wear a belt to keep the pants together?
I did, but I still kept them low.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the style.
I kept the belt tight enough to where it could I was sagging enough that it wouldn't fall past a certain point. But
I had long hair like all through like freshman, freshman, sophomore, junior year, and so it was like down to my shoulders. And I did this thing where I'd wear a headband to where I'd push it back.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Like a headband back, and then I'd let the hair rock out in the back or whatever.
Yeah.
And I look back at some of the pictures,
Bro.
and I'm like, oh, how did my mom let me go
Dude.
out? You know what I mean? It's like, how
For
did my
real.
parents let me go out of the house looking
Dude.
like that?
Yeah. I had
It
no
was
clue.
bad.
I don't know what I was thinking with that, my whole fashion thing either. I look like an idiot because I was a chubby kid too. So I was just,
Who isn't
Yeah.
in middle school? It's like you
Yeah.
know, it's like anyone in middle school or like early years of high school. It's like your body doesn't even know what it's doing.
No.
It looks just like a bag of milk. Everyone's a bag of milk. Everyone's just a weird curdled bag of
dude.
milk trying to
Ew.
figure out.
disgusting way to think about
That is a
human
weird way to
anatomy. It's a bag of milk.
Yeah, but it's like everyone's body's trying to figure out what the heck are we going to become. You know,
Yeah.
nobody looks like like they got it going on. So
Well, that's why everyone's style sucks because
Yeah.
like you have people who go through like the emo phase. My sister really went through the emo phase like many years, and now she's like, "Why would you let me wear this?" And we were like, "Jolie, we could not
Like-
convince you to wear anything else."
like black lipstick, black
not
eyeliner.
black lipstick, but she had like the emo hair, the
Oh,
like
boy.
scene hair. She
Scene?
black
You say
hair.
scene?
Yeah,
Scene hair?
that's kind of like
Nice.
the scene hair. It was like big and fluffy, but like that over her face.
Nice,
like band
2010 reference
yeah, like
there.
emo
Yeah, yeah.
band shirts,
Paramore.
skinny jeans, combat boots every single day.
Yeah,
we went to
checkered
vacation.
Vans,
Yeah,
checkered
checkered vans, all
So
of it.
what I've always like I just my mind can't I can't compartmentalize. So what's the difference between emo and gothic? What is that? Are they the same thing? Or like just different factions?
I think it's similar. I think
they
it's
never
similar.
sat together at lunch. Like what?
I think emo is more like pop, like or like punk rock, and goth is more like just more dark, just more like I don't know, less like
like if I was
punkish.
an emo person, what kind of band would I be listening to compared to if I was goth? What kind of band would I be listening to? What do you
if
think?
you're emo, you would be listening to like Paramore,
Like Blink 183.
Blink
Yes.
182.
Oh, 182. Okay. Off one digit. I don't know where I was thinking.
182.
They're a tribute band. 183 is a tribute.
Yeah,
Oh boy. Is
yeah,
there
tribute band probably.
Like Blink 182 and a half or something.
Emo, all those, it's like all the ones where it's that real like nasally, like the weird, you know what I'm saying?
So, like, what would a gothic person be listening to then? What do you guys
Like
think?
gothic rock.
Gothic rock.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, yeah, goth rock. That's a thing for
Is
sure.
it really? What are some goth rock bands?
I'm so jazzed up right now. I want to learn.
I got your picture. I'm coming with you, dear
So-
Marie. That's emo.
Gothic
Dear
rock
Maria.
Interesting.
Whatever.
would be. Let me see if I can find. Oh, Alice Cooper.
What? Interesting.
Oh, it's like the. It's not necessarily a. It's like a style. It's like a style on stage then, because Alice Cooper. I mean, I would like if you're just the music. I would consider that rock. I wouldn't.
Yeah, so like music, like the way the music sounds is very like a punk rock type sound, but like the style of like how the performers are
Yeah.
is like gothic rock. It's like how they look. So it's like all people like that
okay.
who are like rock, but like their style is very like different.
Yeah, when I think of emo, I do think like band T-shirts, super skinny jeans,
And that's
Vans.
emo, and that's
Yeah.
different
And then
from
goth
gothic.
is like thick black pants with like boots, like tall black boots with like chains and all
And
that.
very like
Just
horror-esque.
horror-esque.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude, what
There
if
is
I
a
just showed up
difference.
to work? I'm just goth up, bro.
Yeah.
Like we all do, but don't tell anybody.
Yeah.
Dude, our next pod, we should dress up.
Oh
like
my gosh.
gothic.
Well,
No,
I just-
we should just dress up how we did in like high school.
Dude.
Like freshman year high school, what did you look like? Come as that next podcast.
Oh my gosh.
Yo.
Oh no. I don't think you want to see that.
I do. I absolutely do. I want to see that bad. I'm gonna have to borrow some of my dad's pants.
Yeah.
I'm ashamed.
Take it dude so serious. I would too.
Wear
I
a
don't think I had
wig.
a
Oh
beard
my
then
gosh,
either.
we can get the Joe Dirt wig
yeah.
that we have. Put that
Oh
on
my
you.
gosh, we do. We have
Yeah.
like a blonde wig.
Yeah, that would work.
Oh, bro.
It was gnarly. It was so gnarly.
I've seen a couple pictures.
Yeah, I've seen it too.
Like, so I decided to run cross country my senior year.
Yeah.
And this is like before I cut my hair. So I cut my hair my senior year, but all through middle school and high school, I was growing my hair out long and had long hair. And so I didn't know that the people taking pictures for the yearbook were going to be at the cross-country race because we had a meet at Daleville where I went to school. And our first meet, I actually just had a haircut, but I cut the length in half. And so my hair was still like down to my shoulders, and I cut my hair in half at this point. But the pictures that they put in the yearbook, I look insane. I mean, like Nicolas Cage with his bird hair, but it's like beyond that. I look like a crazy. I'm just gonna have to show you right now.
Well, you can never look good running cross country. Like
no,
everyone's
because they got
dying.
like some side shots, and it's like every one of them. I'm like,
Yeah, you like look
that.
like you're dying.
I look like I'm dying, but it looks like my hair is on vacation. You know,
Yeah.
In a good
they're-
way?
Oh no, they're having the time of their life, like vacation, like Cancun vacation. And
crazy.
I'm dying. What's going on here is death, but what's going on here is Party City.
Dude, I
with
love
Spring
that.
Break.
I love it, bro.
1998.
Very cool. I'm
Yeah.
excited to see this.
Oh wow.
I wish so bad I could have long hair, dude.
So these are like the
So
two
bad.
ones.
Grow it out.
It'd be so bad.
So
It'd be
this
a mullet,
is one of
accidentally.
them. I'll send it to you. That's one of them.
You look like a lion, dude.
Yeah.
What a beast.
That's after I got my hair cut, by
Is
the way.
that the person's actually running right beside you? They're
Yeah.
just really small.
Yeah, they're just really small.
Yeah.
Caleb's huge. Yeah, that's like a lion's
that
mane.
hair-
And
It's
then that
crazy.
there is another one that made
That
it
looks
as
like
well.
a wig. That one looks like it's a wig.
I agree 100%.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah. Yeah. That one right there, by the way, that second one that I think you've seen,
Yeah.
that's my wife's screensaver.
Oh, I
Whenever I
love
call
that.
her or text her, if she's out in public or in a professional meeting or
a
something,
good
if
one.
she's with
That's
parents,
what it shows
that's
up.
what comes up when old Caleb calls, when her husband calls, the future father of her children.
Yeah,
That's motivation.
That's what's coming up. So
That's awesome.
good.
Very cool, dude.
yeah. I don't even know where I was going with that.
Long
but
hair.
that haunts me. I've never, like, it just...
No, that's awesome.
At this point, I'm trying to just embrace it. But
I love it.
those years, like the yearbook people, they get you.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
sabotage,
Yeah.
is what I believe.
yeah. Some of them have like no, because I was on the yearbook like committee or whatever. Some kids have just no concept of like how to make the spread look nice. They
Yeah.
just like throw random pictures in there, and I'm like, bro, we go to these things to take good pictures, not to just
Yeah.
put whatever in there.
Yeah.
It's like, what is the thought process here? Let's make everyone look as
Yeah.
terrible as they can so we look better? Like, what
Yeah.
is the deal here?
Oh, I made sure that any picture of me was okay.
I think just thinking about pictures, I think the concept like is so funny to think about how it's like natural for us now, but to like smiling for a picture is so weird. Like, right? If
Oh, yeah.
like it's just
Yeah.
like you sit in front of a camera and you're like, "Hey, smile," and you're like, "Just a picture." Like, can you imagine like
Yeah.
how pictures used to be before people smiled? Like, it's just more like people.
But I
are
think
just,
people
like,
smile because they wanted to be able to capture joy.
yeah.
Because like back then they would just smile like how their resting face was.
Yeah.
But
I
now
used
it's
to hit
like
that all the time,
we want
every
to
yearbook
capture
picture.
joy.
I was that kid. Every yearbook picture, I'm like,
Logan.
straight face in the picture.
Just straight up mugshot.
Yeah.
You were prepping.
Practicing, yeah. Just getting ready for it. It's also crazy to think about how I remember reading one time that in old like pictures, there were like, people like take pictures of like their dead families like before they buried them and stuff like that. Like so, there would just be people sitting next to like just a carcass, just like dressed up and stuff as a picture. It's
That's
crazy.
not creepy.
I also heard that, like, I think when, like, as a kid, our family went to Gettysburg, and so, like, they, you know, you'd see all these old photos and stuff of, like, people, like, soldiers and stuff in front of a shot of a camera, and they always looked really upset, like, no smiles. Well, I mean, you know, they're fighting Civil War, but all these...
Just
I
killed my
wonder
brother.
wonder why they're not smiling. But like they would say that like oftentimes it like you don't see older colonial picture or what is it 1800s not colonial but 1800 pictures of people smiling because the process of taking photos took so long that people would just sit and sit and sit and sit, and then when they were ready to go, they just took the picture.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much of that's true, but it does make me think it's like
Yeah.
how convenient it is to take pictures today.
Well, because pictures back then, it was like you had that person underneath, like they were under a blanket, and it was like a flash with like an actual thing, and it was like a whole process to capture a picture.
Yeah, I mean, it would take a few minutes because the way, like, that whole thing worked is like they had to almost go like layer by layer from
Yeah.
darkness to
Right.
lightness.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it like
yeah.
took minutes
Yeah.
for the photo to take and like
Yeah.
develop.
They
So.
say it takes more muscle to frown than smile, but I do not believe it.
Well, to like
find myself
frown,
upset a
frown,
lot,
yeah.
so.
If I'm sitting here smiling 24/7, I'm like, yo, my face hurts, bro. Can you
Yeah, but
feel
if you were going like the whole time,
Yeah.
it would hurt too.
Perhaps.
Because your resting face is not a frown. Your resting face is just resting.
Mine is.
Yeah, but what a psycho to walk around all day with like a huge grin or smile.
RBF.
Some people do.
I do bad.
Some people like
With a
almost
grin?
always have a smile.
Dude, I used to like I remember back in school, like high school and stuff. I became friends with someone, and they told me I was scared to be your friend because you always walk around looking so angry. So I like even today I have to catch myself. Like I'll just casually I squint really bad and stuff like that.
No, I mean like walking around with a smile. I feel like you would look weirder.
Oh yeah, you
if
look
you're,
nuts.
Yeah, you
that's-
look like
yeah.
you know something that no one else knows about, and you're.
Some
That's how I
people
felt
do.
halfway through a store, and I look over at you, and you're just like doing that. I'm like,
Yeah, just
"The heck, bro?"
smiling.
It derails everything.
I'm over here smiling, sniffing the mic.
Yeah,
Some people
literally.
just naturally like sit with a smile. My mom is like always smiling.
Really?
So she'll just be sitting on the couch,
That
just
would
like
bother me.
smiling, and we'll make fun of her for it. We're like, "Why are you smiling?
What's going on?
Yeah,
What's going on over
she's
there,
just in
man?
there.
It's cheesed up.
Yeah, just cheesing. We're
I'd be like, Mom, you trying to fight right now? It's so freaking funny.
I know.
All five of us are frowning over here. Why are you
People being happy
smiling?
all the time,
You know
dude.
something we don't, Mom?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I have the opposite problem. I catch myself all the time. Like I squint real bad, and like I'm just I feel like I look angry all the time. Like which is not how I want to look.
How do you want to look?
I don't know.
How can we work on you, Nathan?
more positive? I don't
Yeah.
want to look so negative.
Start smiling all the time. Be
Yeah.
like Josie's mom. Was it Rachel? Rebecca?
Rebecca.
I knew it was an
there you
R. Rebecca.
Got it going on.
Got it.
Got it going on.
Oh, also, I looked it up. The statement that it takes fewer muscles to smile than frown is actually not true.
All right. Well,
So,
never. Didn't know I was getting fact checked. No, thank you. Actually, I have a lot of just like probably false like things that I've heard. Old wives' tales just in my head all the time.
Things your great grandfather told you. Just held them as gospel.
What are some like typical things that people believe that aren't true? Segment. Here we go.
So, where do you think back to square one came from?
I have no
That
idea.
saying. You guys have heard
Checkers.
this saying, right?
Checkers.
Nope. You've heard the saying?
back to square one.
Yeah.
I don't know. Somebody who's scientists.
It actually came back. No.
Scientists.
It comes from when people started narrating, I believe it was in the UK, of football, like soccer, what we'd call soccer.
Mm-hmm.
They used that reference when they got to a place in time where they could start narrating, and I think through the radio, it helps explain where the ball was depending on like the pitch. And so I believe you can fact check on that, but I'm pretty sure that's where
Interesting.
back to square one came from.
That's really interesting. I'm fascinated by learning about like the origins of sayings, like where
Or
they
like
come from.
what is that?
Like the bee's knees. What is that? What's up with
Yeah.
the bee's knees?
That's a good point. Why are they on the knee?
Why?
You know?
Why a bee? Bees don't even have knees?
It's the one with what is the no cigar? It's like
Close but no cigar?
Close but no cigar. I think
Yeah.
that comes from the circus. I think typically the cigar.
She has 1,000 things probably pulled up just throw her down.
Can you imagine I'm saying this like it's coming to like, I'm guessing, but it's like written on my arm. Like, close but no cigar. Like, hey, what's that? Just real quick.
Carnivals, fairs,
Yeah.
circus.
Wow,
Yeah.
interesting. That's cool.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you know any other ones that are coming to your mind?
No.
No.
Do not.
Nothing?
Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
Oh.
What, World War One? I don't know.
You've never heard that one?
I have heard that one,
Okay.
yeah, but
I guess it makes sense,
because
though.
like hand grenades
If
only.
it's close,
it wasn't
you're-
the Spanish-American War that they were
Right,
using
right.
hand grenades, so I would say either World War One or beyond that.
Yeah.
1918, right?
I wasn't saying where it comes from. I'm saying what it means.
1914. I think that's when the beginning of
Cool.
World War One.
All right. Thanks, Caleb.
I just go off on like my own. I'm talking to myself.
World War One, Caleb.
And like
Just spiraling.
and like responding to myself. No, that's not. That was the end of World War
Bombs are
One.
going off in the background. You're just
Like salivating.
he's gone.
His eyes are glossed over.
Oh, dude, yeah.
What are you
find
doing
anything
there,
good?
Josie, with your grin,
Yeah,
just
smiling.
with your Rebecca grin?
Yeah, like
My
your
Rebecca
mom.
grin. Yeah, smiling like my mom. I don't know. Just looking at
I don't like when you
different
said that.
different sayings. Just looking at different expressions.
I felt the history back there.
Dude, I don't know why this is. I think probably just the talk of like World War One and stuff. Dude, I have a crazy ghost story.
A ghost story.
I feel like now's the time to share it.
Now you're gonna
I've
share.
been, I've been waiting for this story. Was hoping this would come up closer to Halloween, but now it feels like the time right now.
We're going into fall. It's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true,
we're getting close.
It's almost fall, September 1st. All right, got a ghost story. So I have this friend who lives in Chicago, and he lived in an area that was kind of like on their own. Like really, he wasn't in the city. He was in like south suburbs, kind of like standoff in their own area and stuff. And he has like Ring cameras and stuff set up, and he showed me a picture of like his barn. And in his barn, there's like those like he has so many pictures of like weird like orb things like floating past the camera, just weird stuff like that here and there. But the crazy thing, so they have a Alexa in their living room, and his brother was in the house by himself, and he went to take their dog for a walk. And so before he like went to leave, he asked the Alexa to like tell him what time it was or something, and it actually like started recording. Like I don't know what happened, but like it started recording, and he was at the house all by himself. You could hear him leave his house, shut the door. You could actually like hear him whistle as he's like walking away with the dog and stuff like that. Probably like 10 minutes into this recording of the Alexa, you start hearing like yelling, like it sounds like a fight is going on, and it's like then you start hearing like a woman like crying, like weeping, and then out of nowhere it like yells and it says, "Why am I here?" And then it like it just like dies out completely, and then he comes back and like turns it off. That is the weirdest thing ever, bro. No one was there. It was like so weird. I need to get the audio clip to like play it, but it sounds, dude, I get chills every time I hear it. It's so clear.
Has anything else happened? Like, has he recorded it again?
No,
since?
I don't think so. I don't think
Yeah.
so, but yeah.
Yeah, that would be.
So weird.
That's crazy alone. That's wild.
Dude, it's so weird. It's so clear. I'm gonna have to hit him up,
Oh,
tell him to
that's
send it to me
crazy.
so you guys can hear it. It's so
Yeah.
clear.
Yeah.
Like it's like, yeah, it's so weird.
Stuff like that is wild. So there's this place out. Yeah, I think it's technically called Crossroads, the area where it's at, but it's out by Daleville, like out in the country. There's this old little cemetery, and there's a what is known as like a witch's circle there.
Yep.
And so like a lot of people, I've never been there, but there's a lot of people. I've seen footage of it on like YouTube of the actual cemetery, but there are in the 1800s there used to be known like witches that would practice out there and do weird stuff, and so like I've heard like from just like people in Daleville that like the people buried there and the people that live around there are like families and generations of people that have like practiced like witchcraft and stuff. So like the people that actually, were buried there, but just weird stuff, like all kinds of weird stories and people that have like claimed to be ghost hunters. They go there and they film and stuff. And so it's kind of crazy because it's like local,
Yeah.
And I think a lot of weird stuff sometimes can happen like out in the country. It's like where, just like ominous weird things, and like evil is real, man.
Yeah.
Evil is real, and like people that want to pretend like it's not, it's like let's like live in reality, man. There's if we're gonna believe in good, you should believe that there's some evil out in the world. And so that stuff riles me up. But like I also look at a lot of that. I don't know how. I'd love to hear what you guys think, but like I look at a lot of that stuff like almost like a revolving door, like the Conjuring movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think that are based on a true story. Like I think like things like that are really fascinating to me, but I don't like to watch that.
Oh yeah, you think it's like a portal?
I don't like to watch that stuff at my house because like I've done that before, and I'm just telling you, like I have weird dreams, I hear weird stuff, and it's like I do feel like some of that's a revolving door. It's like, you're almost like I do feel like to some degree you're almost like inviting some of that stuff in if you're like consuming it, And so how do you guys? Like, I know I might sound a little hippy dippy, but what do you guys take of that?
I'm not a big like horror movie or scary movie person, but I do love the Conjuring world.
Yeah.
Like that they've created. They're really good movies. They freak me out. Like I cry every time I watch them.
I'm just gonna ignore what you
And like
said.
the Insidious movies are also really good. Just like the way they film them and the way it's connected to like real life history.
Yeah.
Freaky, but it's like cool.
Yep.
But yeah, I almost like always cry because it like freaks me out a little bit. And
yeah.
these YouTubers that I watch, Sam and Colby, they used to do a lot of like abandoned buildings and hauntings and stuff. Last year for Halloween, like time, they went to the Conjuring house and they were able to stay there for like a week, I think. And they just filmed and all kinds of crazy stuff happened. Like,
They were on the Joe Rogan podcast, yeah.
Yeah, they heard like voices and like all sorts of stuff, and like I cried like every episode because I was so
Really?
scared. But
Yeah.
I was like, but I have to watch to see what happens.
Do you think watching stuff like that is like bad for your, like, do you think it has some sort of like spiritual implications?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think it just makes me cry and be scared.
Yeah. Dude, I think.
What do you think?
I wonder if some of them. I think a lot of the times, like the spiritual. This podcast took a turn.
I actually think it's on theme. We started talking about emos and gothic people, so I actually think we're doing good.
The spirit of goth is here with us.
Yeah.
No, I think
shout out Becky from high school.
Yeah.
no, I think sometimes I think it's really easy for us to like twist the like spiritual realm with like the psychological realm a lot. Like sometimes I wonder if like things like addiction or like depression or anxiety, not always, but I think sometimes there's spiritual implications behind those things, especially addiction. Because like if you think about like you're like people who are addicted to like alcohol, for an example, that's literally like a possession. Like it's almost like they have no sort of, they lose their self-identity to this thing, and it's almost like you become possessed to an addiction that you have. But anyway, I wonder if like horror movies.
Can I ask a question with that? Because I'd love to. Like, I think you're onto something really like interesting. Do you think things like that, alcoholism or like depression or I don't know, like whatever, drug abuse, addiction? Do you think that like that can be used as tools of the enemy?
Yeah, for sure.
Of evil,
Oh yeah, I'd say so, for sure. I mean, Scripture says something about how like always be of sober mind because the enemy's prowling like a lion, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to think of the Scripture because I think that does that maybe we're in a different area of Scripture, but I think is that the Scripture that's also talking about surrounding yourself with sound-minded individuals
I
as
don't
well.
know. Perhaps.
Fact checker Josie.
Yeah, please tell me how
Help us
off
out.
I am. The
No,
devil
I don't think you're off.
prowling like a lion.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
just talked about that on Sunday.
is in 1 Peter. Be alert and of sober mind. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour.
Yeah, because also think about it, like drunkenness, like the reason it's like such a, I mean, focusing specifically on alcohol, like it leads to debauchery, which is like it leads you to a place where you begin making poor decisions. And so it's like, you're more prone to sin and like you're more open to the works of the enemy because you're like, I love thinking about like the psychology behind like just things like this. And I think it's interesting how when you become like drunk or under the influence of something else, like it does something in your brain where it's like a chemical reaction that affects the rest of your body, and it's almost like it causes you to become more fleshly, like literally, because then you're not in touch with your spirit anymore. Your like whole body's being functioned off of like chemical fires in your brain and stuff like that, and it's just like, so you're literally becoming more one with the flesh, and that's obviously like where the enemy kind of like does a lot of work in and stuff like that. But that's what I definitely think so.
on the Indiana motorcyclist BMV test to get your license for your motorcycle license, one of the questions is, what does wine or just what does alcohol affect first for a motorist? It's judgment.
Yeah.
So if you're training or practicing for your motorcycle test, I think it's C,
attention.
which is judgment.
That one got me
yeah.
a few times.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one that I failed.
So back to what you were saying.
Anyway, yeah, demons and stuff. No. Back to it.
So there is a story that my wife told me the other day. Jamie was telling me that she had a kid in her class that likes to sing. Like, she's a big fan of singing and performing. It's
Arts.
yeah. Did you say farts?
The arts.
Okay.
The arts.
Yeah. Close. But yeah. So she
No cigar though.
close, but no cigar.
Anyway, sorry.
Carnival, hit me. But this little girl likes to sing, and so the other day, but like it's involuntary. So oftentimes, she's still figuring out life. It's like,
What do you mean it's involuntary?
like it's not asked for. She's just doing it. It's disrupting the class, and so it's like it's really nice that she is so assured in her gifts, but it's
She's choosing to sing though. It's not
she's
like
choosing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like it chose her and she's choosing it right back. And she's
It's
going
a problem
for it.
when it chooses you, but you don't choose it back.
It's a bigger problem.
Anyway,
yeah.
yeah.
So this is just a minor problem, but it would be a bigger problem if she chose to deny
Okay.
it, but it's who she is.
think
And
I
so
get what I'm
she is singing a lot in class. And so the other day, like this is like a week or two ago, Jamie's just like, you know what? Just go ahead. Just go ahead and sing and perform.
We'll
Let's just see what happens, right? And so her and someone like basically like a teacher's assistant, it's called like a para. So her and the para, they're just watching homegirl do her thing. And like she gets up, she starts shaking her hips, and she just starts like
She's gyrating in school.
she's gyrating. She's going. Well, I don't like that word, but she's like going crazy. She's starting to shake her hips, and she goes, "It's a player's gonna play.
Yep.
No, shake it up, shake up." And she's not blinking. She's just like looking right at Jamie, and she's like, "Look." And then she starts like, like moving her, she starts moving her body and stuff, and she's singing a Taylor Swift song. I mean, she is committing to this song. She's rock and rolling, and what do you say?
Gyrating.
There we go. And so she's doing all of those things. She's looking right at Jamie, and she's doing it. And then she finishes the song in her way. And then Jamie goes, "Do you know any other songs by Taylor Swift?" And she goes, "Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer." She starts shaking her head, shaking her hips and moving her hands. And then that was basically where it ended. And then all of a sudden she just like stopped singing that, and then she ran off and did something else, But do you know?
How old is she?
She is
sixth
like
grader.
4 or 5 years old.
Yeah.
She's 16.
Yeah.
She's like 4 or 5. And do you know what her name possibly could be?
Taylor.
Just guess. Yeah, Taylor. What do you guess?
Oh, Josie.
Josie?
Her name is Josie.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow.
For those that don't know, Josie is like the biggest Taylor Swift fan in the world.
Biggest.
Got it
Yeah.
right there.
Biggest. Dude, what a good way to like handle a kid singing. Just like, hey, do
Yeah,
it.
do it.
Let's do
Yeah.
Just do it.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Get up. Do it.
Players gonna hate.
So true.
Shake it off.
Haters
So
gonna hate.
shake it
so-
Haters
off.
gonna hate. Just shake 'em off.
Josie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Wasn't
thought that
he?
was wild. That
Yeah,
her
that
name
is
was
weird.
Josie, and she's a huge Taylor Swift fan.
Yeah. And Josie's not a common name.
Yeah, it's really crazy because her last name's Kuntz, and so
Well, it's not my last name anymore,
I'm
so
just kidding. Her name is not
Exactly.
not anymore.
I've asked you this before, but I still question all the time. Josie or Josie?
I don't know.
You don't
I
know?
don't really care.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I've asked my parents. I asked my parents because
Josie,
people would ask
Josie.
me. I'm pretty sure it's Josie.
Yeah.
But I don't
Good.
really care.
Good to know. What's your name?
My name,
Hi,
my
what's your
my
name?
government name is Caleb.
Caleb?
Yeah.
My real name's Nathaniel.
Yeah, I could have guessed that.
Yeah.
Have you guys heard of this cheese slapping thing with like their kids?
Yeah.
Cheese therapy.
And yeah, people do it to their dogs too.
Cheese therapy?
Yeah, so like if like the little babies are crying, they just slap a piece of like Kraft
And they're
singles.
like-
Yeah, it just slap them right in the face, and then they stop crying.
Do you keep...
You never heard of this?
They stop crying?
Yeah, they just like, and then they just like, boom, right in the face with a Kraft singles, and then
dude.
they just like, because they don't know what just happened to them, and they're like,
How else would you react to that? Just so baby just takes it to the head.
they slurp it in. There we
Smile.
go.
Wow, dude.
Has a healing effect. The cheese.
It's so cold. Oh, that one is aggressive. Aw. So much better. Dude, I'm gonna start doing this. I'm gonna walk in on my next meeting
it to
with
Mila.
Chris. Chris, start with his face.
Yep.
Interesting.
What people are doing to their babies these days.
Oh yeah, yeah. He knows. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Isn't that wild? Yeah, like who? I want to know who started that trend.
That's a good one. Yeah, I'm actually gonna have to try that. I'm
Yep.
gonna start doing that in like youth ministry with like the kids if they start
Boom.
too much,
Acting
just
up.
throw cheese at their head.
Yeah, and keep the Kraft singles in your pocket for a little while so they get
Yeah.
a little warm.
Hot.
Yeah,
It,
just
like,
a hot
melt.
Kraft
Ew.
single right to the face.
It just throws boiling nacho cheese at people's face. Just didn't get the memo.
just plasters on the face and splatters. Yeah, that's
Yeah, that question also kind of full circle back to the where do phrases come from? Like the first person to do a certain thing. Like
yeah, like a Dougie.
Do the Dougie.
I was thinking more like who's the first person that drank milk? But yeah, the Dougie's also questionable.
Now I think about that with like berries.
Yeah,
You know, it's like how do you
Yeah,
know
exactly.
what are mushrooms? It's
Yeah.
like how do you
That one
know
especially.
how many people had to die before you figured out that pineapples are safe?
Yeah, yeah,
Exactly.
because there are poisonous like
Yeah.
berries and stuff. It's like okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
balling until you figure out which one
Hey, yeah.
kills
Yeah.
you.
Is he gonna do all this? Figure it out.
Yeah, that's wild.
The milk one's a really weird one.
Yeah.
If you think about it too much.
Well, people used, you know what's weird? People used to drink milk warm.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be cold.
Yeah.
Imagine drinking warm milk.
Yeah. Well, sometimes people do that before bed.
Well, like just drinking it out of a cup, like just like boiling milk. Like
Well,
is that what
people
you're
do that before bed, like the warm up milk. Like it's a thing that it's something that people do for kids to help them like go to bed is to like warm up milk.
But I thought you're not like it curdles in your stomach. I thought you're not really supposed
Doesn't
to
it
have.
curdle in your stomach?
Oh, of course it does. Milk curdles in your stomach, like a milkshake, cereal.
Curdles?
Yeah, like if you're running, right? Like if you're a runner, they say don't drink milk because it'll curdle in your stomach.
Really?
It
Yeah.
does.
Huh.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's all right. Yeah, we're learning it together as we go. Yeah, yeah. I've always heard that you're not supposed to drink milk at night because it'll make you feel real like bloated and not feel really good when you wake up. Like ice cream. Like if you like dairy, like
Yeah.
if you eat ice cream at night, you know, like at least I do. I wake up the next morning feeling like a bag of hammers.
I can't. I can't do it at all.
So I guess milk contains melatonin, which is why people will warm it up and drink it before bed.
Melatonin? Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
like,
that-
like to go to sleep.
I
So
was
why do
thinking-
we drink milk in the morning?
I don't know.
Like why is
don't
it
know.
part of breakfast?
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to drink milk at all past a certain age. Like that's why some people get lactose intolerance because your body it's not supposed to have the ability to break it
Yeah.
down past a certain age.
Someone told me that like humans are the only like thing.
We've talked about this.
But like I think another thing I heard
We're
too is
milk
like
heavy.
French. Debbie Bookout, my French teacher in high school, told me this. I think in France they don't give people milk past a
Really?
certain age because of what you just
Yeah.
said.
Yeah.
Maybe Debbie lied to me, and I feel like you're in a fact-checking mood. Is that a thing? Like it's not preferred.
The French. That's why they're all so skinny.
Yeah.
We're so muscular.
Yeah,
the
they
way-
do not usually drink glasses of milk.
By the way, she had like a French version of their Santa. Their Santa's skinny too.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
I'm
have
not
a
surprised.
skinny Santa too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not surprised, dude.
Blew me away. I'm like, well, what does he eat on Christmas? He's not eating cookies.
Croissants.
Was he eating carrot sticks and salads? Baguettes?
What a lame Santa,
Was
dude.
he eating crepes?
Yeah, literally.
Was he
Literally.
over there eating macaroons?
Do you know what milk looks like naturally?
Yes.
Have you seen
I
it?
mean, you're
Yeah,
on a
it's
milk
gross.
kick, aren't
I
you?
know, I'm sorry.
No, it's all right.
I'm stuck on milk.
It's
I wanna know where
gross.
the origin
it's like
of this milk is.
sectioned.
Yeah, but what's really gross is like they dye milk for us.
Yeah, it's like
milk is
yellowy.
not white.
What is it, like a yellowish kind of thing?
Yeah, it looks more like mucus, and
Yeah.
so it's like
It's
they
disgusting.
dye it so that we would be more comfortable drinking it. Like milk that we have is not like milk's not actually white.
Yeah, but it's illegal to sell that, like unpasteurized milk. The FDA has allowed that to, like in America, you
Well,
can't.
I just know that they intentionally dye milk white,
Right,
which is
right.
like it's kind of gross to think about what it would look like.
So, like, if a farmer sells milk straight from the tap,
Draft milk on draft.
yeah, on the draft, like it is illegal. I think for that to happen.
Interesting.
Yeah, in America, anyway.
Interesting.
Like you
Most
could
of our drinks in America are not like the natural colors.
No,
So,
nothing
like
is.
Skittles.
like pops aren't natural
about that.
colors, juices aren't natural colors. Like if you drink those things in other countries, they're
Yeah.
like the natural what it actually will look like.
Yeah.
And for us, we're drinking like orange soda is literally orange, and it's like it's not supposed to be that
Yeah.
color.
Have we've talked about the dye in Skittles, right?
Yeah,
I think so.
red 40 and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's wild to me. That like obviously like other people are acknowledging like this is
Not good.
poison.
Yeah, it's not
what,
good.
Like what are we doing?
Yeah. Nice, decent.
Yeah.
apparently-
You know what I really liked about that, Josie? You didn't
What?
even try to do it away from the mic.
No,
you did it into
intentionally went into it.
like
I
you
can cut
ran
the
into
audio.
the storm. You said, "Let's face it."
I can
I'm
cut
a
the
water
audio. I can
buffalo.
go
No,
snip, snip.
no, pick it up, make it higher.
Yeah. Turn the
Amplify it.
gain.
Yeah,
Bass
blast
boost.
It, go-
Give it some sub.
Yeah, some sub. Good one. Good one. Dude, we've been everywhere.
Oh, I love it.
We've talked about movies, ghosts, milk for a hot minute.
Hot milk too.
Hot milk, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wanna
Oh,
end
I got
it?
one.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say we can end it with like some phrases that are either wrong or that people say wrong.
Yes, we need to do that.
But
I do want to hear
we
I'm
what
can
you
just
do
say.
curious
first.
because it's like always a thing. It's like when you go to a grocery store, it's like as a kid, strawberry milk, chocolate milk, or just like regular milk.
Yeah. I just wanted to anyway.
Squish some heads.
Go ahead.
Well, no, I didn't want to stop.
you're asking
I didn't
what
want to
we-
stop you from doing
The
Lord's work.
strawberry
there.
cow, chocolate
So
cow.
if
Oh, yeah, you thought they were.
if you had a preference, like when you were a kid or even now, chocolate milk, strawberry milk, or just plain old from the tap milk.
Chocolate milk.
Okay.
Yeah. You mean if we currently could choose that right now, or
Yeah, like just if
if you went into a
like
school
for
lunch.
whatever reason you walk down a dark alley, there's a guy that's trying to rob you and he's like, pick a milk.
Yeah.
And it's like you had to pick like strawberry, chocolate, white,
Yeah.
just straight from the tap, normal milk. What would you pick?
Chocolate milk. The
Yeah.
carton chocolate milk goes so hard.
It does.
It's so good.
Chocolate milk.
Yeah, I think strawberry or chocolate, but I think I'm leaning
Strawberry
towards
milk
strawberry.
is disgusting.
Agreed.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Well, I remember what it was like when I've been wrong before, and I'm not going to fault you guys on that.
Bro,
but
strawberry milk is horrid.
No, that's okay. There's it's okay. Everybody makes mistakes like you
Yes.
guys, and
Everybody
that's all
has
right.
those
Personal.
days.
Everybody has those days. So hit us, Josie. What do you got?
So there's a lot of sayings that people say wrong.
Yeah.
I have noticed this in my life, but usually in the moment you don't catch it.
So we're trying to guess before you
So-
tell us if they're correct or not.
yeah,
'Kay.
I'll, like this one. Tell me what comes next. I always lose
If the
my.
if they're factually correct, is that what?
No, this is not factually correct. This one, I just want you to tell me what the last word in this saying is. So,
Oh, okay. I see.
nip it in the.
Bud.
But see, a lot of people say nip
Butt.
it in the butt.
Butt, yeah.
Which doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It's bud, right?
Yeah, it is
in the
bud. Another one is, okay, Caleb, I think you actually said this today on the pod, recorded.
Okay.
A lot of people, and I do this all the time too, instead of I couldn't care less, or instead of
You ruined
Yeah,
it.
it's I could. Yeah, sorry. I could care less. So like people.
Yeah, I couldn't care less. When I think about that one too much,
Yeah.
it trips me out.
Yeah.
Like I cannot understand what
I
it's supposed to
couldn't
be.
care less. Like I'm at the bottom
I
of caring
could not
that
care
there is
less.
no less caring that I
Yeah.
could have. But
Yeah, that's
most
what
people
you're supposed to say.
I
most
could-
people say I could care less, which is like they care. They could care
I
less.
could care
I
less.
think most North Americans or most Americans say I could care less.
I agree.
Yeah, the Spanish and Canadians probably do it the
I
right
could
way.
care less. Yeah, okay, do it then. I don't care.
Yeah,
You
but
do it.
couldn't care.
Yeah,
Couldn't care less.
yeah.
All right, another one. So it is dog eat dog world, not doggy dog world. I guess that must be common that people say doggy dog world. I wonder who says that.
The doggy dog world. Snoop Dogg. All right, Snoop Dogg says that.
Okay, and then here's some common
Shooting
sayings.
legs.
So this is from BuzzFeed. So this is probably not like actually accurate, but it's sayings that are actually completely wrong.
Okay.
So what is our job here? To tell you what's wrong with it?
Yeah.
Are you making this up as we go?
No, this is on BuzzFeed, man.
Okay,
So I'm just
so
saying.
we're supposed to tell you what's wrong with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, tell me why you think it's wrong.
I like
So the first saying that they have on here is cheaters never prosper. That's a saying.
Because they do. Short term, they do.
Yeah.
Long term, you'll get caught.
Slept like a baby.
So we're like with that first one there. What he was right.
Yeah.
Sure, I don't know. This is just
Oh, you don't have the answers?
no. BuzzFeed just
So,
put together.
so this isn't a game. This is just a debate.
Let's just have a conversation about it.
Well, it's just
we
like
should,
saying
me
that
and
they're
you will
wrong.
just debate. You'll debate why it's
Okay.
right, and I'll debate why
debate
it's
why it's right and wrong. I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Okay.
Okay.
Slept like a baby.
Yeah, that's right.
Why?
I'm going to say it's not right,
Why?
first off. I'll give mine, and then you rebuttal it.
Sure.
Babies
Caleb.
don't sleep very well. That's why parents have to wake up all throughout the night and take care of them.
So somebody recently told me that, and they're breastfeeding their baby, that they took a Benadryl the other day and then nursed their baby.
Yep.
Their baby was out like a light.
Yep.
I don't remember the last time I've been out like that. And so I do think that under the right conditions and the right drugs, babies can sleep really well. Maybe better than an adult. So
slept like a drugged baby would
Yeah.
be the correct term, not slept like a baby. So then I'm still right.
yeah, but definitely not a drugged human or a drugged adult. So what's the next one?
Moving on.
Next.
Every cloud has a silver lining.
I don't even know what that means.
I think that's a correct saying.
I don't even know
for
what
it.
that means.
Do you
What's
know
that
what
mean?
like silver lining means? Like silver lining playbook. You like it. It's like trying to find out of kind of a bad situation. This is what I believe. Like a bad situation or just any situation, still finding the good in that situation, right? And that
Why
what this-
silver, though?
I don't know.
don't
Silver
know.
and gold, brother. I don't know. I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's just.
I think that's where that saying comes from, right?
I have no
It's like finding
idea.
the good in the situation.
Yeah, so every cloud has a silver lining is being like every like.
You sound like Jack
It's
Sparrow
kind of like
when
this
you said that.
saying's kind of
Jack Sparrow.
counterintuitive because it's you could just say there's a silver lining to everything, but
Real pirate vibe.
That would have been the last, like the last person that I would have even thought of. To
Yeah,
say.
I'm not sure why I thought that, but
what doesn't
so
kill
much
you
more.
makes you stronger.
that's true. You can't even argue against that.
I think that's the correct saying.
What
But
doesn't kill
it makes you stronger. I don't know. Let's say you had
Put you in a coma.
Let's say
and
you had
die.
one too
True.
many, and you were feeling it good at Albert's bar and grill. You had one too many walking down the track, and then the train comes, but you're sleepy, and you fall asleep, and then you fall asleep on that track, and that train runs right over your legs. You have no more legs. How does that make you stronger?
Yeah, it makes you weaker because now you're gonna be in a
Rebuttal.
wheelchair for the rest of your life.
I have nothing to argue against that. I guess, yeah, if you don't have legs, you're not as strong.
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
Yeah.
Yeah, not true.
Yeah, they hurt real bad.
Sticks and stones hurt real bad.
Yeah, they
and words
do.
hurt too. You know.
Words might even hurt worse.
Yeah, I would say words.
I've been hit by
hurt
sticks
worse.
and stones.
I
and they
think
don't stick to
Stephen
me.
would disagree with you on that.
Stephen.
From the Bible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because he killed
the guy
him.
that was stoned to death.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, but what kills you kills you.
Definitely what kills you. What kills you makes you dead. So
An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
I think
Yeah, I've heard
that's
that one.
like not true.
No.
Yeah, it's not true at all.
No, apples give me like really bad like acid reflux too. So
Oh gosh. Well,
GERD, baby.
Did you say nerd?
GERD.
Oh, GERD. What?
GERD.
Next.
A watched pot never boils.
Yeah, that's true. No, that's true. It takes
What?
forever.
It eventually boils.
I was gonna say I disagree. You could watch it and it boils.
Well, it
so
does
are you saying
boil, but-
metaphorically
Yeah,
or
metaphorically.
literally?
I'm talking what it's meant to say. Yeah, that's a spot on metaphor.
So yeah, literally,
Metaphor, yeah,
you're
but
wrong.
literally it's wrong.
Okay, yeah. Forgot what we were doing. Yeah, literally it's wrong.
Yeah.
But metaphorically, right?
Very true.
There are no stupid questions.
No, there are.
There are stupid questions.
There are stupid questions, and that was the last
No
one on their
stupid
list.
questions, just stupid people.
Right. Wow, that's taking a bigger
Wow,
stance.
that's mean.
Yeah, I'll just go with the first one.
Yeah.
Julep.